Hey, what's up everybody? Today I wanted to bring in a fun little topic covering the most wild ass arcade games that I found while exploring the interwebs for you fellow geeks out there. And for the coming weeks I have been working on Iceberg with my friend Colossus, so stay tuned for that, and without further ado, let's get on to the number 5 list. Now at number 5, I want to keep the younger viewers out of this video since it's about to get real milky. But anyways, this arcade machine was called Otherly Tickets, and it was produced by Sega Pinball in 1997. The best year for all things awesome, my fellow boomers, zoomers, or whoever the hell you are in my age group. But basically how this game would function is you would milk the cow like you would in real life, except you do the same, but the more you milk this, fucking cow machine, the higher points you get, and in turn more tickets you get. And honestly, it's pretty rad seeing this as a young child, and now I have to have probably the best time just laughing my ass off on how this fucking bizarre this machine really is. But it's a pretty cool concept, just milk a cow, get tickets, whatever, pop in a quarter. But let's move on to the next entry. This entry is not as wild as milking a cow, but it's a bit strange seeing that Half-Life 2, and I'm sure you heard of this game, it's pretty damn famous and overall pretty solid game. So we may do a review in the future, but it's been done to death by so many other YouTubers. But anywho, this game had a Japanese exclusive arcade machine named Half-Life 2 Survivor, where you would use these two joysticks and floor paddles to control the movement of Gordon Freeman. Now within this arcade machine there were 3 available game modes, which is the story mode, which takes like all the events from the games and it would basically make it into this awesome like on-rail shooter where you would constantly be moving, take out the boys, the machines, the head crabs, the zombies. If you know what I'm saying, good for you. And there's also another mode called battle mode, which is basically like this deathmatch content of the original game. And what's fucking cool about this, it can go up to 8 different players, in which either you can play locally like in your arcade machine, or you can even play through a network connection online. And it's these kind of things that kind of make me really sad and kind of excited if I ever do get an opportunity in Japan. And I know I'm just being a huge fucking weeb. I would definitely love to like check out these kind of arcade machines because they're really fucking cool. And also too, for the mission mode, which is included in this arcade machine, there was also an option to do like kind of some zombie survival rounds where you basically have to like escape while shooting all these zombies, head crabs, etc. So it's really cool. But what makes this a bit more interesting is that there's a way to actually play this without using an arcade machine in Japan, and it's a mod where you can download for Half-Life 2. And the thing about the mod, it's a bit complicated to get due to the fact that you really have to like dig for it, because like the mod itself has been kind of lost with time since this game came out like a very long time ago. But if you manage to find it, do install it because it's worth your time. Now on to number 3. Metal Gear Arcade. I wish I had known that this had existed when I was a teen due to the fact of how rare this arcade machine is, and it's pretty wild and cool seeing that the Metal Gear, the best fucking stealth franchise out there, had an arcade machine. But it kind of scares me a little bit because seeing how fucking ridiculous the timeline is for the Metal Gear Solid franchise, and if you don't know what I'm talking about, look it up on YouTube because it is absolutely fucking bonkers. And this game is probably connected somehow, so I don't even want to fucking get into that. But this machine, how would you play? It would use these 3D goggles and tickets to unlock jewelry and other weapons, so it really keeps the stealth aspect of the original game. So it's cool that it sticks with its origins, so that's always a nice little touch. But this machine had came out in Japan like around 2010, but it wasn't very popular, which is pretty weird seeing that fucking Metal Gear is from its original home. But the arcade itself did not end until December 1st of 2016. But what's really cool that there are some lost maps for this machine that are pretty interesting. And these 2 maps are not considered playable, but they would be a part of Metal Gear Solid 2, which they would take some of those maps, put in this machine, but it was never finished. As well as some maps for Metal Gear Solid 4, but again, it wasn't finished. So it's a bit shame. It maybe something might come out in the future, but as always, let's move on to the next entry. Ino No Asapu. This has got to be one of the most wholesome arcade games I've ever seen. It's more of like an interactive Nintendo dogs, but with points. And the objective of this game is to make sure the dog is happy by taking off for a walk, just like you would do for real life. Except the leash, you use the dog to make it turn left or right, it would kind of react. So as you're walking this virtual dog, the machine will kind of react to your movements. So there'll be instances where the dog will start running, so you have to start running. Or when it's walk, you have to walk. It's pretty cute. I mean, I think I would play this if it was like maybe like $1 or $2. But if you happen to find one in your local arcade, maybe check it out. So it seems like a pretty fun time. And of course, you could probably just get a real dog, but it'll probably die. So you should just throw the $1,000 for this beast of a machine. Haha. But anywho, let's move on. Robo Catcher. This is the coolest shit I've seen, and you can see, dear viewer, that you basically steer this robot towards a prize capsule, you direct it to pick it up, walk it to the end of the prize drop, and drop it. And it's kind of cool. No, it's not kind of cool, it's fucking awesome. This little robot, they should fucking implement this into these other goddamn claw machine games, because at least I would actually have some fun rather than put in millions or thousands, $100 just to get some stupid fucking Domo plushie. But that's all in the past, and we don't talk about that shit. But anywho, if I do see this kind of machine, but I highly doubt it, I'll give it a shot, and maybe you should too. But that's about it for this little entry of like the coolest arcade machines that I can find for you guys. Well, at least for this volume video. But keep on the lookout, because there might be more videos similar to this for future, but I do have something planned big, so definitely keep on the lookout. And I'm having some help with my friend Colossus to make that happen. So until the next video, I will see you guys next time.